Someone who actually is in Nkandla is our reporter Linda Mnisi. In a few days, you will know the former president Jacob Zuma will have to present himself either to the Nkandla or Johannesburg Police Station after being convicted yesterday of being in contempt of court and sentenced to 15 months behind bars. Newsroom Africa's Linda Mnisi is in Nkandla, just outside the compound of the former president. Linda, very good morning to you. Paint for us the atmosphere there in Nkandla. What's it like a day after such a big announcement by the Concord, or should I say a big verdict that this country has ever witnessed?
Well, Paul, it's a very quiet day, warm, in fact, here in Nkandla, contrary to what you're experiencing in Johannesburg, as, of course, the following day, day one, as you rightfully put it, until, of course, the former president hands himself over to either the Nkandla Police Station or the Johannesburg Central Police Station. But it's actually quite a quiet, warm day just outside the compound of the former president, Jacob Zuma. Not much movement, but, of course, we've been able to establish that some of the SANCO members have arrived. In fact, if you look over that direction, what you'll also be able to see is Edward Zuma, who's amongst the gentlemen that are standing there. In fact, the MKMVA, as you would remember, are also still right at the gate of the former president's home, protecting the premises, as you may know, and they're quite strict given the fact that they have indicated that they don't want anybody coming close to, of course, the premises. They've made it quite clear to members of the media. Like I said, the members of SANCO are here, and one joins me right now. Thank you so much for your time. I want us to talk about, perhaps the reason to respond from your organization, to this judgment. And coming here just the following day, what are your intentions? Have you had engagements with the former president?
No. First and foremost, I won't talk as a leader of SANCO, but we are here as individuals. Like I'm here, it's because I support President Zuma, and I really feel what the judgment is unfair to him. In most cases, cases of this nature, they don't, the judgment or the sentences, they don't take more than 6 months. For us, we are very much disappointed. And to put it correctly, President Zuma never said he would not appear before the Zondo Commission. He said he would appear there, but the man who is chairing, can he recuse himself? Then someone else could take over, can ask him any question that they want. They have robbed us information that was going to be said by the president, because should they had someone else coming in and asking President Zuma all those questions that they've prepared as a Zona Commission, by now already we would have known so many things that the country wanted to know.
But the Chief Justice has previously said that he's presided over matters that involve the former president, and he's never raised the issue of recusing himself. Why now, when he's dealing with the issue of a state capture?
Everybody has got the right in South Africa. If you feel that, or we have picked up that this person, we thought that maybe he is professional, all of a sudden you can realize that this person is no longer professional. He is now beginning to tamper with something that is personal. He has stated all those things in black and white under Jacob Zuma Foundation. He has stipulated everything that seeks to suggest that, no, this person is not going to be, not going to judge him fairly. He is not going to be objective in anything that he does as the chairperson of the Zondo Commission. For me, I strongly believe there was no need for being obsessed with the man, the chairperson of the Zondo Commission, to be the one posing questions to President Zuma. It could have been anyone. The same question could have been posed by anyone else if the state really wanted to know certain things from the former president.
But of course, this also boils down to the Apex Court ordering him to go to the inquiry, despite how he felt. Of course, it is the highest court in the land ordering him, and I presume that is where this case is coming from, to say you defied the orders of the Apex Court. Not much about the recusal of Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo at the State Capture Commission of Inquiry, but the order to go and present himself. And as per his words, he's not scared to go to prison. And that's what will happen now.
But for now, you know what happens. Just right now, after yesterday's judgment, the Supreme, the Crown Court is the highest court in the land. It's the last, he has reached 11. He has never said he's not going to go to jail as being instructed. We are still within these 5 days. He has never said anything. No one has ever heard from him. I've never heard from him, but we are here to show our support. And President Zuma, I think, he lives in a democratic country, South Africa. We all live in South Africa, a democratic country. We strongly believe that we have got a right, after all. Everyone has got a right. He had a right to say, no, I don't feel comfortable being asked questions by this particular somebody. And the court had the right to say, we are forcing you. He had the right to appeal to a Supreme Court of Appeal or to the Crown Court. He had every right.
Yeah, but again, this matter is not really about the recusal, but the order of the Constitutional Court for him to present himself, to that particular court. As young people, we're sitting here with the apex court. The supreme law of the country is, you're ordered to go and present yourself because nobody, even the president, is above the law. As young people, are you saying what the former president did was appropriate, was acceptable as young people who also want the very same law to protect you when, of course, people are doing wrong to you, perhaps?
No, we live in South Africa. Everybody's got a right. If you feel that the Supreme Court does not do justice to you, you can appeal to a certain level. He appealed to the Constitutional Court. The Constitutional Court made its own judgment yesterday and sentenced him to 15 days. For me, President Jacob Zuma had to exercise his every right. He had every right to be told by the first judge he appealed to up to this far. And he has never said he's not going to jail. He has never said that.
Okay, there you have it, Oli. Members of the Sanko who are here today outside the former president's compound, really reacting to yesterday's scathing judgment, saying that he had every right, despite the fact, Oli, might I add, that this case was never particularly about the recusal, but of course about the order, that was issued by the Constitutional Court. But of course, earlier on, we had an opportunity to see some correctional services officials at the Nkandla police station who were entering and refused to speak to us. It's unclear if that is in relation to this particular case or if, of course, it is related to other matters. As I've just said, they refused to speak to us on camera.